years, they've battled it out on the dance floor. But now Giovanni and Anton are joining forces to take some Strictly Sparkle on the road.
They join us now to tell us more and also cast some shade on what we've just seen.
Yeah, just cast the shade.
Let's not even talk about that.
Let's forget about it.
So we got this new tour. It's called Him and Me.
It does look like we've had a row, actually. We're so far off.
Yeah.
There she is.
Show the love.
Oh,
Show the love.
Hi.
I need to be close enough to touch him.
But you are showing the love in this tour, because, like, how does this even happen? Do you just have a little chat backstage when you're doing Strictly and say, let's do a tour?
Well, I did try for a long time to get the show done because, you know, obviously he's a legend, you know.
He is.
He is
Well,
an
I'd
absolute
touch him.
legend.
A Strictly legend.
I try. I think it's 4 years ago, I went to Anton and said, should we do a show together? And he was like, I don't think it's the right time. I don't think it's the right time.
I'm so busy.
I'm so busy. I'm too popular, blah, blah, blah. But then 2 years ago when we started, then he was like, OK, now it's the right time. And I'm glad you say yes.
Well, I'm thrilled you asked me. We did it last year, but because we just came out of we just going through a lockdown, and they just started to open things up, and so we ended up doing about 3 weeks. And I'm so thrilled we did that because it felt like a preview. So we put the show out, and it was amazing. The audiences came along, and it was the best time ever. But it gave us the opportunity to look at the show, which you don't normally get a chance to do with this sort of thing, and go, OK, well, this bit worked really well, and this bit, well, I think we might change that a little bit, and blah, blah, blah. So this year, it's sort of, you know, it's an improved version of last year.
And also, when he won, were you like, OK, now we'll do the tour? Fine. No.
Well, it was very...
Is that what he was?
I've been in the final 17 times. I mean, it was 18 times, sorry, yes.
Well, what's lovely, now that you're a judge, you make the final every single year.
This is my favourite thing about being the judge.
And you are actually a judge forever now, aren't you?
Well...
It's official.
That's it.
Well, certainly for next year, or this year, anyway.
You are so good. Look at you.
Oh, isn't it nice? And I did love it. I have to say, I absolutely loved it. And I loved being able to just be part of everybody's story, really. As a judge, you just want to be able to help a little bit. You say, listen, just try that with the thing, and it'd be brilliant. And then when they do it, it makes you feel great, because when you're competing, you're watching people out the corner of your eye, but you're not really paying any attention and just hoping to get through and working hard.
You actually just want to help them, don't you, as a judge? You want to help
also
everybody.
comes from a perspective of being a professional dancer before, so he knows what we go through, with a celebrity, how difficult sometimes...
Exactly what you want from the judge, really, isn't it?
They understand. I mean, all of them do understand what we go through, but it's nice to have him there.
You all really respect him as well, because I know you all get on really, really well.
We do. I personally call him the Godfather, because he's been there from the beginning. He's a legend, but don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Also, when an Italian calls you the Godfather, it sort of means something very different. Like, you know, then you
respect.
Exactly, then it's the real deal,
sinister sort of edge.
No, I didn't mean that.
No. Oh, I see, sorry.
Well, that's the way you want to go, then.
It's similar to us, though, because we've got the Godfather, and that's...
Phillip Schofield.
Exactly.
So, what's his name again? Oh, yes. Schofield.
Lads, with the new tour, is there singing as well as dancing?
Oh, yes, the full Shamozo, isn't it? Giving it the full Bifta. We're holding nothing back.
We try. I'm attempting as well to sing. You know, I've been singing on my own show as well. I'm still taking some lessons because something that I want to learn about. But I'll go ahead.
What kind of singing can we expect? What kind of tune?
Well, you have a wonderful. There's a lovely
voice.
He's got a lovely voice. He's got a nice voice. Yeah, he's got a lovely.
I've ever heard your voice.
Strong baritone voice.
What sort of stuff do you like to sing?
Well, I like to sing... Well, I have to think that I'm like Whitney Houston when I do a shower, but realistically it doesn't sound like this when I'm on stage. I think we sing a Bella Ciao. You know Bella Ciao?
I love that song, yeah.
So that one is on the show this year.
That's in the show.
Yeah.
So it's an all-round show, this is?
It is.
It's
something for everyone.
It's lovely because it's everything that we love to do. It's putting on the show, but also we're doing it together, and it's part of our relationship, and our personalities are there as well. And it's just we've got a great cast as well. So the whole thing just is so uplifting as well.
I really want to see it.
I'm absolutely delighted.
It's fun. It's just fun. You go out. I mean, I'll go on stage and it doesn't even feel like we're working. It's just a night out.
It is
and
fun.
Being on stage with him is.
But when you first start and putting it together, do you sort of... how does it work? Do you go to a studio? Do you sit down on paper and go, right, what do we want to get out of this? What's going to make this different to so many other shows?
Yeah, you get your team together. Well, I mean, the unique thing about it is it's us as well. So that in itself is already different to everything else. And we make it about us as well. So that in itself...
Well, who else would it be about?
Well, I mean, rather than going, OK, this is a themed of this sort of thing. And then we get a great team around us. We go through the audition process, get all our dancers in. And then you pick your choreographer, your director, wisely, and then you shape the show. And then once you've got all of that stuff and the music choices and everything, the whole process gets together. Then you get in the studio and put the bits and pieces.
But out of both of you, who's the boss? You know, like, obviously it's me with me and Dermot.
Well,
but who's the boss out of you two?
We've got a diva, which is Anton, and
we've got. Apparently, I heard this morning that we'd won a Bafta.
Yes.
Yes, you have.
We have.
I call it the we because it's about as close up. I won Rear of the Year once. I don't know if that counts.
Realistically, but I did.
No.
Bafta.
Yeah.
Giovanni, tell us about that.
No idea.
What a moment that was, though.
Moment.
That was on the 8th, wasn't it, of this month? You won a Bafta, you and Rose.
Yeah, I mean, it was spectacular. You know, we have this running joke because I'm repeating all the time that I won a Bafta. But realistically, we you know, what we achieved, me and Rose together, is bigger than what we thought. You know, we raised awareness for the deaf community, and I think that dance, it was spectacular because of this.
It's unbelievable.
You know, wasn't just the dance, was the message that we sent out there. And yeah, I was privileged to be dancing with somebody like Rose, and happy days. Just watching back, it just made goosebumps as well.
I love the fact that you've kept up your sign language as well.
I think we all should do more of this. You know, inclusive is something that I always want to do more, and sign language with Rose is something that we also incorporate in our show. You know, we have interpreter coming to do sign language.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I think it's a nice thing to do.
You deserve that Bafta.
It was lovely. It was lovely to be... you know, I've been in the Strictly Come Dancing since the beginning, and there are moments there where you go... And they call them iconic moments, and there are one or two that are iconic. But I think this was the most special thing we've ever had on Strictly Come Dancing. It was lovely to be a part of that and just to be on the panel there and judge it. And it was a remarkable moment, and I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled for both Giovanni and Rose that they got the Bafta, because I think it was an inspired moment and brilliantly done. So I was absolutely thrilled for it.
And obviously you're judging the stars, and now you're cooking with the stars. What's that all about?
Yeah,
Are you any good?
I've come to the realisation I don't like being judged anymore. I'm over that. Thanks very much. I don't care whether you like my food or not, frankly.
Cooking with the Stars, Josie.
Josie was brilliant.
Yeah, she was really...
Let me tell you about Josie.
Not that I know anything about it. I don't know anything. I don't know anything.
You never cook for me.
I will cook for you, I promise.
It's so lovely to see you both. The tour is happening the 11th of June. Him and me, Giovanni, and the lovely Anton.
Yeah, tickets available to buy now. Thank you, guys.
Not many, though.
Come.
Just saying.
But enough for you to be here. Still to come.